Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So coming to you guys today now, obviously way down there is, you know, it looks like the beach jetty, right? Like they had at Smyrna. Obviously though, it is a pile higher. It looks like just a whole bunch of rocks, but I didn't see any rocks and formations like that coming in. The girl told me I couldn't launch from down there. She told me there's a jetty and there's also what looks to be like a jetty down there. But I asked her, do you recommend me like turning around, right? You know, and like, you know, getting like just deflating it, getting back in my car. She didn't. She said, yeah, I recommend that. And I said, well, how far up there is it? And she's like, oh, I would just walk the path. But then the path ended. And she said there would be a sign for no guards, but obviously I don't see that at all. I didn't see that at all, but obviously it looks like there's no lifeguards. But again, there's no jetty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it since she didn't really seem to be too, you know, specific, right? With her, what it is indeed. So with that being said, we're gonna walk on out here, see just how far it is, honestly, until my feet don't touch. Yep, we're already getting there, guys. And like I said, we're gonna do this in really shallow water. You guys can see the chop is bringing it all towards here, right? So yeah, anyhow guys, we'll officially just keep walking on out here and just kind of see where it is, and then we'll get on the paddleboard and go, because I mean, what is, it looks like there's, I mean guys, this is so confusing. She definitely should have said, okay, go up here to like beach 10, turn around. She was very confusing. So without further ado, we'll officially get on out here and walk and see how far out here it is until my feet don't touch. All right guys, so yeah, I was right about where the ducks are. Yep. Okay. So go out a little bit further. Basically where those ducks are. I bet you I won't be able to stand up. You guys can see a little bit of waves too, which is good. So we'll officially walk on out here and check it out. So we'll just, like I said, launch. You know, she definitely wants it very descriptive. She was just kind of really like, just short almost, right? Like, you should be able to figure this out kind of thing. I didn't really like it, honestly. So all right guys, let's officially get on out there. Like I said, just the paddle at first, and then here we go. And there. There we go. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So here I am now. I'm gonna just put it out here a little bit and just kind of see if it does indeed come back. Yeah, it's gonna come back. Remember, like I said, with flipping it upside down, the nose always wants to come in. So I don't have to worry about any of that. So, yep. All right guys, let's throw these keys just in case, because obviously my whole body is gonna get wet. Throw these keys up here in a safe spot and let's go. All right guys, so I don't like that you can't hop into it, you know, but that's the way the lake is, you know, you can't just hop right into it. So I'm gonna have to get on up here. I'm gonna have to do it. No one lifts that. Come on, girl. Get on the paddleboard. I don't know why it is so hard. Come on, girl, get on here. Oh my God. All right, guys, this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to come the whole way back here, I guess, and get on, because I just can't do it standing up in that. Whew. Dang, girl. Oh dang, guys, this chop. It's quite the chop. Alright guys, I guess this spot is not doing it, okay? So we'll have to just keep walking, I guess. We'll deflate this and we'll just go swimming for today. Alright guys, before we officially call it done here, we tan for a little bit, and then we officially go to that place further up the road near the New York state line. Let's officially see what this is. I think it's just the top of a tin can, but we're gonna see. Yep. See guys, and this is the only difference, is you don't have all that smushy sand, right? And that's why Smyrna and Daytona are so popular for surfing, because the sand, you guys remember the sand there? It's really like hardened and compacted, so you don't have to worry about, you know, just all this smushy ground and then trying to get up and there'll be smushy, you know, just getting in your way. You don't have to worry about any of that. So that's why Smyrna is so big for its surfing. So, you know, I could probably do some good testing out there, but again, well, again, I'm there though during the migration, so it's a little bit different, guys, honestly. Yeah, a little bit different to be out there during the migration. So it was black tip. But you guys remember, they don't go after the paddleboarders, right? They get off, people get off the paddleboard and they step on them, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have to, you know, really just beware, you know, because this is about how deep they are out there in the Smyrna, New Smyrna Beach. Yeah, and the water is still kind of cooler, honestly, but it's nice. So I don't want to be away from my car for too long though. I'm gonna have to like throw water up on me to get used to it, like I did in what's it called, Racetown. There we go. So yeah guys, there doesn't seem to be many fish out here, but if this was Smyrna, I would be seeing some black tip sharks already. So, and you know, honestly, this would be crazy if I could do this, but get something that's like really, really, really hard, you know, like steel or something, and get like boots, you know, have like some steel boots, you know. And then honestly, they would probably break right through it, depending on how thick though the steel was, you know. So just like walk out there with like a suit up until like my, you know, my bottoms, you know, and then have it be like, you know, like I said, steel, right? And then they wouldn't even be able to bite on it, you know. Or if they did bite me, I wouldn't get hurt, you know. So yeah, like I said guys, this is all the deeper that they are. So, you know, you don't have to worry about any sharks here though, you know. Good thing about that, huh? So anyhow guys, like I said, you know, I'll get adjusted here with the throw it up on myself, and then yeah, we'll officially be all ready to roll. So let me go ahead and throw it up on myself, and then I'll get that back to my car, and then I'll get ready for some really good swimming, you know, because I can still practice the, you know, the swimming, like, you know, of this, you know. So anyhow guys, here we go. All right guys, here we go. Time to show you guys. I never showed you guys. I got Smyrna happy. So it looks like a dead fish, guys. I'll only know once I go ahead and watch the film. So yeah guys, this is actually really good to know how to come up in the light chalk. So let me get all my stuff and we can do the snorkeling, you know? This is super lush life, guys, which means you went low, right, with not having really hardened sand, right, like Smyrna, and just be able to walk right out and just jump right up. And Daytona too, we saw that at Daytona. All them people like way out there, it looked like they would be like 30 feet deep, but they were only like 5 or 6, you know, and then they jumped up on their paddle boards. Remember that at Daytona? So, and Smyrna is just south of Daytona. So, yeah, we'll officially go ahead and practice this, you know. Just walk on out here and just paddleboard. You know, you don't get up on the paddleboard, but you at least get the practice. So here we go. Alright guys, so here we go. I officially have all my fins all ready and ready to roll. So here we go. Officially get these on. And then, like I said, we'll go out here quite a ways. So many sands in these. So many stones in these, guys. Jeez. Guys, this is so choppy. Holy cow. Look how freaking choppy this is, guys. Like, why be so choppy, right? For real, guys. This is insane. Why be so choppy, right? At least it's better than salty, huh? Right? Like those Gopro stickers we see with the salt light. Salt light. Right, guys. I'm walking on out here. Like I said, we'll get ready to at least do the GoPro part of it, you know. Okay. Well, obviously too, come on Alyssa, you have to walk backwards, okay? Come on. If you want to walk forward, you have to take them off. But you know, why don't I just work on just like, you know, along the surface, okay? One hand and the other filming, right? Like I said, you have to do. If this chop would ever stop. It's not going to though, guys. So this is why we're gonna go back just a little bit further and keep it real low. You know? This is also why I have 2 whole more days up here, guys. Okay, right here should be good, guys. We'll go from like right here. Okay, so here we go. Alyssa, I was good, guys. I just had to be rambunctious with my footing. Holy cow. If I would have had my snorkel, I would have been good. I just couldn't get landed and I started freaking out. I definitely did good keeping my head above the waves. So, maybe we should just start with swimming, guys. Just swim with your head above the waves. Then work on this, you know, out here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll be back on with you guys soon. Hey everyone! Your girl list here. So as you guys can see, I officially have that look from last July. Remember when I went to Racetown? It's like, oh, well, alrighty then, guys. Alrighty then. So, now, how about without worrying about the flip-flops? Without worrying about that, let's see how I do. Gosh, guys, why is it so choppy all of a sudden? When I got here, it was freaking drop dead beautiful, guys. And it's just like all of a sudden there's just this crazy, crazy chop. Alright, guys. Guys, is that silver or something? Alright guys, let's do it again here. So here we go. Without further ado, let's do it. But I want to make sure you guys are going to get to see this too. See, and there that time I stood up, you know, on my back, but, you know, could I have done that if the shoes were on, or would I have had the fins in the front get in the way? Probably, guys. Because why did it get so choppy? Like, because it's literally just about new moon again. That might be why. Because we're towards the end of the new moon, you know? That's probably why, honestly. But hey guys, that was decent though, you know? You guys saw, you know? And with chop like this, you know, if I figure out how long I can swim, which I'm gonna go ahead and do again, you know, I just need to not worry about the chop, because that chop, my breathing thing for my snorkel mask will be enough. So, alright guys, you guys saw, like, I did really good. Obviously I just had to come up because, and I literally topped the entire wave. It was just, again, you know, whenever you know that, you know, actually I don't know if that bottom piece of the snorkel does anything, like if it gets air in the way, because I know it's that top valve. If that top valve, you know, gets any water, it shuts off right away. So I don't know if it does that with the bottom piece, but if it does it, then I'm gonna be all right. I don't have to worry about anything. So I think it almost works. I think that bottom piece almost works like a gas mask, you know. So obviously with a gas mask, it like changes around everything, so you're able to breathe, right? Once it goes into certain parts of your body, right, or the gas mask. So I think it's probably almost the same here with that snorkel. So like I said, guys, I would do good if I just knew, you know. But if it gets any choppier than this in Florida too, we're not going out. But you guys can see, I can see my head above pretty well. So let's go for round 2. Let's show you guys that me, oh, look how short these chops are in between. Oh. So it's every what? Oh yeah, it's every, literally like 30 seconds. You have 4 in a row. Gosh, guys. This is so choppy. It's even swaying me around. Yikes, guys, this is crazy. Okay, I definitely couldn't manage this out in the ocean. You know, so, alright guys, I guess what I'll have to do then is just, hopefully it slows down enough, and then I can do some more here. So anyhow guys, I'm quickly gonna get back to my car, just like that, put all this stuff in the car, and then I'll be back on with you guys soon. Oh. See it? Trying to push against, it's really slow. It's this wind, guys. It is absolutely the wind. Look at it. It just wants to rip it away from me, just like Key West. Guys, this is crazy. Why can I never have perfect conditions, guys? Seems like ever since 2025, you know, I try to go somewhere and get a lot of practice and enjoy, and the wind. The wind, you know? I hope it's not like that this fall, guys. Because you guys see how well I can do. You guys saw it, you know? And I showed that I'm not really scared of it too, which is also big, you know? Like I didn't just stand there and talk the whole time and never go off my feet. So, alright guys, let's get on out here. Oh. So you know, that's the road. Alright. I kick off these until I get to the pavement.